So this is going to be a practice recording for Guitar 1 in the Mozart Eine kleine Nachtmusik. It's Violin 1, Guitar 1. And you have to play this all primarily in 7th position. So everything's going to be played up in this position here, nothing down below. And I have fingerings for you, but I want to be able to show you where I am and a couple of the little ornaments that you have to deal with. Two places specifically where you have to play a trill, but it's actually only one note, almost like what we call a mordant, an upper mordant, and then you make a turnaround. And so this is what that sounds like and what it looks like. This is measure, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Measure 6, you have a C natural, and then on beat 2, you have an A natural with a trill indicated, and you're going to be playing that on the 2nd string, 10th fret. And you're going to be playing with your 4th finger like this. You're going to play a hammer and a pull-off. And that's going to be the extent of the trill, because we don't need to go a real fast one or a lot of notes. Just so what I'm doing is I play the note, I hammer, pull off, and then I go G, A, B. See that? Slow motion, it's. And I'm actually doing a slur here. I'm doing a slur on that, and then I'm striking that note. The next place is immediately following that, starts on the 2nd string and doing the same thing, but then going 1, 2, 4. And resolves. So when you go, when you hear it fast, it just goes like this. And if you practice that slow and deliberately, you're going to get it. It's just unusual at first. It feels strange because it's not an ornament that we've had to do before. The rest of it is just me showing you specifically what position you're in. It goes from the beginning. It starts on 7th position. So I go. And those are all staccato notes, so I play them. And then that note's not staccato. And then where you have slurs indicated, I only do a slur here on the first one. Staccato. And then when I play this B, I move my first finger to get myself in position for the ornament. So the whole passage goes like this. Move. Okay, that's the first theme. Then second part goes, and you do have to follow the fingerings here. It goes. And then I go on my first finger down to the C sharp. And then I do this. 4th finger on the E, and then I go back into position. It ends the same way the first phrase ends. So second repeat sounds like this from B. Okay, hopefully that's easily understood. I think if you study the fingerings, it will make sense. Then the trio is in D major. So make sure that all your C's are C sharp unless indicated as C naturals. And I don't believe that that there is any case of that. So then you are staying in this position. And this is very legato, really connected. And then I have on here a 1, and you'll see that it looks like a 1 going to a 1, and it is. So I'm going, you see what I did? And then just to get back into position. And then I go like this. Take my 2, I drop it down. And when I come back, so it goes. So when I'm doing at least the chromatic line, I'm going. So again, it goes. See what I just did there? And then I go to the 3rd string and I start on 2, which is going into a 6th position. Fingering is this. And I like to do a slur on the first set of notes. And again, slur on the first set of notes. Okay. So that whole first phrase of the trio goes like this. Then I go from this position. I use a 1 on C sharp, and I slide. Okay. And you might think, wow, do you do slides like that in classical? Yeah, it's just like a slur. So it's. So he's doing a secondary dominant there. He's got the G sharp in there. Okay, and then now you have a little, what we call a Pochitura, and I use my first finger. But this time I don't slide it, I actually play the note because it's an important note. Okay, then back here. So all in this 2nd position, 6th position, 5th position area. Nothing is played down here, low on the neck for guitar 1. Then you go right back up to the top. And we never play repeats when we do a da capo in classical form. Okay, da capo for this minuet means no repeat. You just play that first section again, 2nd section, and it's finished. And hopefully this video gives you an idea of what it's like to finger it. And then I also have, of course, the audio that you can practice along with too. I would suggest, though, on your own, practicing it fairly slow, just so that you get a feel for the piece itself. Okay.